Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. I'm coming to you guys live. So because I didn't come yesterday, so I said let me do one this Saturday. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Errol Spence decided to go for a second time around with Bud Crawford. And you want to know why? Well, we'll get into that and other things. But you guys first know the drill. First, let's turn to. Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TD Hardy. Because I took Friday off, y'all, I be busy. I see some of y'all coming up in the room. But y'all see the thumbnail? Errol Spence decided to go for a second time around with Bud Crawford. Y'all want to know why? We're going to get into that. But first, y'all know what I do at the top of my hour, but let me tell you, it's a water check. Listen, I've been drinking so much water, I think I'm water drunk. And today I had to refill I'm still out of breath. Like I had to refill my little bottle of water. Like I do I got a water cooler. So I got I bought some water cooler bottles, but I don't like Primo water. So I dumped all that out, and then we have a natural spring down the street. I mean, literally down the street, like 5-minute drive from me. And I love that. It's fresh, it's clean. I also got from the pool place, I bought some strips so I can test to see the purity of the water. It's real pure. It's like it's registering at 6.9. 7 is neutral. So when you talk about acidic and alkaline, 7 is neutral. So my thing is registering at 6.9, which good for me. And so I drank all that water, but I'm constantly filling up my bottles of water, my cans. Well, I ain't call them cans. My cups of water. I buy Sonic Ice, fill that to the brim, fill up the water, drink it out, because I could drink ice cold water all day. But I think I need to start counting it because I think I did too much. But whatever you got to do to trick yourself to drink your water, here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advise everybody, especially if you're an adult, to drink 100 ounces of water a day. But if you're an adult, you should be able to drink a gallon. You know what I'm saying? So we know people ain't going to do that. We know this. So we said at least 2 times out the day, drink your water. That's first thing in the morning before you get your routine going. Think of your body as the engine, the water is the lube. You want things to move in a timely and efficient manner. When you get up, your body is turning and burning. ready to rev all day. And the second time is at night when you get out the shower, you throw your PJs on. You might look at a program, read a passage in a book or something. Drink you some more water. And when I'm saying drink your water, all you need is 8 ounces when you do it. 8 ounces at a time. Even the American Heart Association agrees that drinking water around this time before you go to bed for the night is good for your heart. Anytime, and I mean anytime, you hear something that they say is good for your heart, jump on it. I don't care how old you are. You're going to thank yourself later when you get up in your 40s and stuff. So the American Association said it's good for your heart. It's a lot of work going on at night in a deep sleep, not cat naps, y'all, but a deep sleep, rebooting, revamping, recharging, recreating, redirecting, rehealing, a lot of stuff going on at night. And it's a lot of work. You do more work at night in the deep sleep than you do when you up and walking around. And this is probably why the average human burns between 900 to 1,000 calories at night in a deep sleep. But how you gonna do all this work without your water? You gonna have not sodas, not tea, not none of that. Water. Water's gonna help everything flush out, move to where it gotta move. Get to the places and spots where it need to be. And so, please drink your water up. Nobody in 2023 and beyond should ever suffer dehydration. We should all understand that the body needs water. To you new mothers out there, don't listen to them folks that's telling you don't give your baby some water. And just think of it, you got a 7-pound baby. The formula is half your body weight in water. But you can get away with giving your baby an ounce of water. What we used to do, we trick our babies. We wait till they hungry. They get up right before they want to eat. They be hollering, because some babies is impatient. My baby was patient. But give them some water. They suck on that, but it take about a minute before they realize it's just water. And then they'll stop sucking in. I don't want that. I want some milk. But guess what? You got water in. And it might have been an ounce or two, but you got water in. So that's how you do it. Hydrate. Keep everybody hydrated. Keep your pets hydrated. We going into fall. I done had some good weather days down here in the good old state of Georgia. And I was like, wow, I wish it was like this all year round. But it don't matter when it get cold, hot, cool, or whatever. Drink your water. This is an all year PSA announcement. Anyway, now that we did that, let me get to the lighthouse keeping. Hit that like, share, subscribe button if you've already subscribed. Don't worry, you locked in. You don't have to hit that button no more. Just hit it one time on it, and you're locked in. But every time that you come to the program, hit the like and share button. And if you're watching me on replay, leave a comment, statement, question. I get back with you. I have fun talking to you guys. You can also leave a comment, statement, question at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. And I get back with you too. I check my emails often. I come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless I got something to do, unless I get busy, unless it ain't shit to talk about. Because I ain't going to blow smoke up nobody's ass. Also, y'all see that nice little what is that? That Cash App on the side? Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's Boxing Fans Talk TV. I don't know what YouTube playing with me. I've been on this thing for about 2 years, and I'm sure I've reached my requirements, but they don't move. The needle doesn't move. They don't count none of the stuff that I do. And so I will say hit that Cash App up. I like Cash Apps. Who told y'all I ain't like no Cash Apps? I like Cash Apps. Hit me up. I appreciate it. All proceeds go back into the channel. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anybody who likes to donate. So hit me up. That Cash App is open 24/7. I do want to start the show off by saying what fights on tonight. You got Smith versus Eubank 2 on ESPN, Sky Sports pay-per-view. Oh, so it's a pay-per-view. So Miss T ain't buying that shit. I'm going to have to catch the highlights. But if you wanted to check that out, That came on at 2 o'clock p.m. this today earlier. But see, it must, my spidey senses must have knew that it was a pay-per-view. And I ain't shit, Chris Eubank pay-per-view my ass. I'm not doing that. So let me shout out some people. Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment is in the building. What's poppin', King? And PGH Big Dog is in the building. Salute, Queen T. What's poppin'? ATX Slab Life Cletus, a.k.a. Big Texas. What's poppin', King? Say, yo. PGA said, I don't want to see this rematch in December. Derek James too busy training other fighters, and Spence out here vacationing. These medical doctors ain't shit. You know what, PGH? We on look. We eye in the eye on sometimes we eye to eye up on some shit. But because I'm a Bud fan, I can't want the best for Spence. That's not true, but a lot of people be believing that. If you're a Bud fan, you only want what's best for Bud. If you're a Spence fan, you only want what's best for Spence. And it's not like that. I like boxers. I like the sport of boxing. I don't want to see nobody hurt. He got little kids. You know how important mothers and fathers are to their kids. Saying mommy and daddy is the closest thing to saying God from a child's lips. And we all should remember that and recognize that. And if he can't be the dad that he wants to be and need to be because he out here boxing, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Our money is in the building. What's poppin', King? Said Miss T. I went from 218 to 206 just from staying away from juice and pop and drinking water. That's what I'm talking about, our money. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all men have better luck with this too. Like, unfortunately, it don't move like that for women. I'm in my training camp right now. We move at a snail's pace, but that's true. You lose more weight drinking more. You lose weight drinking more water than you do trying not to drink water. So that's why, when I tell you I work with boxers and taught them, was teaching them how to cut weight. That was one of my specialties. But unfortunately for me, with my medical situation, I ain't telling y'all this to cry, but people like to be like, show me something, but I'm not all the way whole like all of you guys. So shit don't work for me, but I know it works because I studied it and I researched it. And it's not a secret. It's not like I stumbled onto anything, but it's just, who knew? Like, our money, for real. Did you know? Did you know that was going to happen? We don't know. If it ain't directly shoved in our face and broke down literally to us, sometimes we don't know. We don't be understanding how the body function. And just from taking that out, and you take out a few other things for cut out the dairy, watch what happens next. You can make your own juice. I do it all the time. Take some grapes and make a juice. Oh my goodness. That's better than any shit you about to store. Tastes better. Excuse me. PGA says Spence should not be approved to fight again in December. Something didn't look right. Doctors checking him in the 3rd round. Wasn't it the 5th round? I thought. I don't know. But this is what I wanted to talk about. So when I be telling y'all to leave a statement or something like that, I be like, yo, I talk to you guys and sometimes what I talk about, I'll bring up on the show. And that includes people hitting up my personal line. Now, my buddy is my buddy. I love him to death. And I always preface it by letting y'all know this is a smart man. This is a very intelligent man. He's my go-to for a lot of things, especially when I'm trying to handle business with my house or getting something done like fixed or who to go to, who to talk to, what to expect, this, that, and the other. This man, he knows. To me, he knows everything, like everything. But and we always saw eye to eye when back in Floyd's era when it came to boxing, but not in this era. Dude be saying the craziest shit. Now, PGH, my boy is a Spence fan. I get it. But he said, or he's saying, and I know he getting this shit from that crazy ass nigga manager Marty. And I have to say he crazy because I don't know, like if y'all spending money with this dude, y'all like to be lied to. At this point, I'm convinced that people like to be lied to on this thing. Those the ones that make the most money and shit or get the most views and stuff. It's those straight up and down liars. Fanon, Manager Marty. And I ain't trying to disrespect them, but they be lying. I can't even, when they come on, I can't even get past 5 minutes into the show for the lies of it all, right? I told my boy, I said, there's other Spence channels that go hard in the paint for Spence. You don't have to listen to them to. But that's his choice, right? So now the narrative is he did the switcheroo. He ain't had nothing to say. Spence was on top of the world. Spence was going to destroy Crawford. Crawford was the one struggling with weight. Spence looked healthy. His body was fine-tuned. All that shit. The week of the fight, 2 days before the fight, the day before the fight. After Spence get his ass whooped, he was weight drained. He ain't look healthy. Something was off. Crawford had to be on the juice. All this bullshit, right? Now, he is convinced himself so much. And like I said, it ain't come from nobody but Marty. That because Marty the one to be talking, he talks the same way Marty talks. He says that Bud Crawford being on that snack program, he's cheating, he's juicing. And then I say, but you're a big fan of Devin Haney. Devin Haney's on the snack program too and been on it for a minute. Jerron Boots Ennis is now on the snack program. Porter was on the snack program. Bud didn't get on the snack until right before the Porter fight. All them people that was on snack, I never once heard them complain about it. Never once. I never once hear a lot of these Spence fans said anything about it because they Devin Haney fans too. Snack wasn't a problem. But it's just mighty funny when you in your personal life, y'all know how y'all talk to women. Y'all don't want no woman holding nothing against a man in general that he did in his past, especially when he was younger. Y'all to be like, come on, girls, y'all being too crucial, you being too hard. I can't tell you how many men who have said that or preached that shit to young ladies or to people in general, like it's not fair to hold something against, because some of y'all catch raps when y'all are innocent, and some of y'all at the wrong place at the wrong time. Some of y'all just being young and dumb. It happens. You can almost bet your bottom dollar 9 times out of 10, most young men is gonna have some kind of run-in with the law. So should I, be like, nope, I don't want to talk to him. Nope, get them away from me. I don't trust them. Nope, they can't work at my house. But if I was to be like that, you guys and everybody else would be like, oh, she fucked up on that one. That man served his time. He paid his debt to society. But Victor Conte, he don't get that privilege. And the Spence fans take the his situation out of context. Victor Conte talked a lot about how he can cheat a test and he good at this and all this stuff when he was doing that stuff. Not since he been to boxing, he also never involved his program snack in it. It was something he fell into back in his young days, being young and dumb, I guess, or greedy, and he served his time. Okay, he served his time. If you listen to my friend, Victor Conte got out of jail and went right back to doing that shit. And he always been doing boxers, and he can't understand why boxing don't get rid of him and blah blah blah. And you know, they don't tell you that Victor Conte never worked with boxers when he did whatever he did. And I find myself getting upset because I find myself trying to rep Victor Conte. And I'm not trying. I don't know this man. I don't care for him. I don't dislike her. I don't nothing with this about this guy. But when I'm talking to my friend, just to be fair and put things in context, I sound like I'm repping this dude, like I'm his advocate. This is what he texts me, yo. I keep calling him delusional for what he trying to say about Snack. Because to him, it is impossible, like impossible, for Bud to be able to beat Errol. But to me, I don't think it's impossible for Errol to beat Terrence. I never did. What I was sure of is that Bud will beat Errol Spence because of his skills. No doubt in my mind. But it's not impossible that Errol couldn't have a good day and just wreck shop. But to a lot of Spence sexuals, it's impossible. It has to be something. It has to be he on juice. He had to have done something extra. And I'm like, dude, do you know how you sound? Manager Marty, I seen him on this program come on there and spit his garbage out as if he was saying it as a matter of fact. He was saying it like he knows something. And I'm always amazed at people who know when bad deeds are going on or crimes are being committed, but they keep it to themselves. They don't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like the Trumpster. And that's another thing. My friend described the Bud buddies like Trumpsters and the Earl fans like, you know, the other side. And I was like, no, that's the other way around. The Trumpsters did not believe or could not believe that Trump couldn't get beat. And they rushed that goddamn Capitol. And I don't know if y'all been looking at the news. Them motherfuckers catching time right now. They are finally went to court, had their day in court, and catching some years. Some of them my age. The fuck you look like waiting till you in middle age and you gonna go to jail for some 15 years? Are you fucking crazy? That's crazy, right? But they were so convinced that Trump won. They petitioned to take their matters up with the court. Every state that Biden won or whatever, they wanted to take it to court to challenge the shit. And as I told y'all before on this show, you can't just waltz up in the court like whenever you want to. You have to have what they call standing. That means the courts is not going to waste their time with frivolous lawsuits or frivolous cases that have no standing, meaning that shit shouldn't even made it up in here. Like, so if you gonna say he cheated, because I know he cheated, do you got proof? Just take my word for I know it. That's not standing. You better show something. Show something. And that's what them Trumpsters did. And they did it 100 and some times. And 100 and some times they got rejected. That's why they got so frustrated. And I mean, from different states, Republican ran states, Democratic ran states, they was not taking up their court case because they know it was a bunch of fugazi. Look at Georgia. Georgia has a Republican governor. Man, the hit list of indictments for people who try to fuck with that election in Georgia, they is not playing. They after Trump. Giuliani got to turn himself in. Lindsey Graham. They ain't playing. But these people were so convinced that they was delusional. And this is how my buddy is. I feel like I need to do an intervention on his ass. PGA said Conte did federal time. That man can't be trusted. Even if now PGH, you have a right to not trust somebody for this, that, and the other. It's so easy to do federal time. It's so easy. Like, I don't know, having a shootout on the highway, you chase somebody down, you get them on the highway, you shoot them out. You're gonna catch federal time. Taking somebody across state lines, even if the age of consent in your state is 17, let's say it's 17, and it's 18 in other states, it's 16 in other states, you take a little girl that's 17 across state line and y'all shacking up, you going to jail. See how easy you can turn something to federal? You can break in a 7-Eleven and steal a pack of gum out of 7-Eleven. That's a misdemeanor if they wanted to do something about it. Most people wouldn't. They'd be like, give you a warning, tell you get the hell out of there. But let that 7-Eleven be on federal grounds or in the federal building. The minimum you're going to get is 5 years. So PGH, sometimes I can't just have a blanket rule like that. Now, I have family members in jail, namely one, my brother. I already told this dude. I had to talk to him like he ain't even my brother. I had already told this dude, I don't want to know your friends. Don't bring them motherfuckers around me. I don't give a care what they did for you while you was there. They can't have my number. I'm not doing shit for them. I don't want to know them. You lucky I know your ass, because I don't associate with people that's in the system. Why? Because that's not my life. Now, when they come out and try to redeem themselves, hey, everybody deserves a second chance. But for my brother, because I know him and I know how he think, nah, nigga, I'm not putting it in your hands to parlay with nobody you know. I don't even want, I barely, look, all I'm going to know is your kids outside of you. Nobody beyond that. But my brother, he don't look at life like that, because he see the purity and the decency in the people that be locked up with him and shit. Oh, that's a good guy, man. That's a good dude. So I get it, PGH, when you say if they did federal time, you just don't trust them. You said no boxer should be associated with them. That's what y'all saying. I mean, then run Canelo up out of here. Run Oscar Valdez up out of here. They get second chances. Victor Conte, when he did his dirt, y'all gotta put your thinking caps on. When he did his dirt, he was never messing with boxers. That never happened with boxers, to my knowledge. It is only since he paid his debt to society and came out. And y'all have to trust that boxing world vetted his ass. They're not going to let a person like him with that reputation come get immerse himself all into boxing, because they know they got new boxers on the scene, young people that just coming into boxing that don't know him and don't know his past. They're not going to let that be the case, so he could just free-nilly roam around everything and be in touch with people, contaminating people and stuff. They're not going to let it happen. Plus, People get VADA testing. And that's about the best you can do. VADA, WADA, USADA. All you can do is do these tests to make sure a person ain't cheating. And guess what? Terrence and Errol did VADA. Now, if I would have reported it, PGH, I would have went like I was looking last year, look for the list. They didn't make the list. And y'all would have heard me report, say, hey, because it was coming. It was coming. Because thank God it came out. It was coming. My show about how Terrence and Errol didn't make that list was coming. Just like I said, Errol didn't make the list last year. But it came out that Errol and Terrence did VADA testing before and after the fight. And Terrence was on snack the whole time. And nothing popped. Devin Haney on snack the whole time. And nothing is popping. Boo Boo Andre on snack the whole time. And nothing's popping. Bruce Ennis is now taking snack. Ain't nothing popping. But this is what my friend wrote. Okay. Let me get to him. So he keep going back and forth with me, trying to convince me that because he cannot accept that Terrence Crawford is just better. So he want to say, I just tell him he delusional. So he want to say he said true or false. He telling me this going to be a true or false statement. Conte is known as a cheat. True. That's what I'm reading y'all verbatim what he wrote. And then he said, true or false, Conte still has his knowledge of how to cheat if he chooses to do so. And he said, true. True or false, Boost Ennis is not listed as a sponsored athlete snack on their website. Boost Ennis is taking snack. I don't know about who's a sponsored athlete. And he said that's true, that he's not listed as a sponsored athlete. I don't know which one of them is sponsored and which one not. Then he said true. So then he said, so aside from your bias, where's the lie? What has been said that's a lie? Facts over emotion. Now that's his way of proving that snack is contaminated. That snack is compromised. And he always saying other things, like Terrence cheating and this, that, and the other. So I offer him a challenge. I say, you know what? I'm going to offer everybody a challenge. If you think Bud is cheating, because we don't need to hear this shit going into this second fight. If you think Bud is cheating, if you think something foul going on, I will bring you on my show, on my podcast, give you the floor. I will not interrupt. And you plead your case to the world. You make sure you tell the world. It would be better if you took him to court. But you make sure you tell the world and stand on your shit. And I said, but I will advise that you get your receipts. Because like Coach Malachi said the other day, and I'm with him, Bud Crawford should sue manager Marty. Straight up. That dude don't be like allegedly, none of that shit. He should sue him for slander. And guess what, Manager Marty? It'll be great for you because you get to go to court and you get to plead your case and tell on Bud and show him out to be who you say he is. But you better have your receipts. You better have your receipts. Bud got enough money where he can tie your ass. He can break your bank, making you get a high-powered lawyer and whatnot, dragging and shit. Oh, yeah. I think Bud should take some of his winnings and do just that. Because you ain't got to like Bud. You ain't gotta be for Bud, but why would you slander him, especially in a way that could get him in trouble, that could end his career today? Why would you do that? That's going above and beyond. Like, I know a lot of shit about Errol Spence that I be hearing and I get through the grapevine, and I'm sure y'all hear too, because I understand why he's doing this money grab, because that's all this fight is for him, is a money grab. I told y'all before, Errol Spence was put in the predicament. He backed himself in the corner even before he took the fight with Terrence, because he had all them people beckoning at his heels. But it was because of the choices he made, the moves he made, and the lack of participation in his own career when it came to hashing out deals. Those were all his decisions. And he backed himself in the corner. I said that, said that, said that. And now I'm saying it again. You know, it's a money grab. It was, and I said it was a money grab this fight, because he didn't have nowhere to go. I mean, what's better, fight Boots to defend your IBF, or fight Terrence and possibly win all 4 belts? He had nowhere to go. Stanley is holding the contract over his head. Keith Thurman got everybody supporting him for y'all two to fight, and you don't want to fight him. And now Boots Ennis right there ready to destroy you. Boots Ennis, he sees something like Mikey. Or you got Terrence Crawford to fight we all been waiting on. You chose well, young Padawan. Obi-Wan Kenobi has taught you well. That's how I looked at it. You chose well, Errol Spence. And now you choosing well again, because look, if he don't fight Terrence, who he gonna fight? Who is he gonna fight? And that money got to be good. Every time I hear about how much they potentially made, it's up there like between 20 and 30 million. When have he ever got paid like that? And why wouldn't he want to get paid like that again? I would. I wouldn't be listening to these people like talking about it won't sell. It will sell. But believe it or not, don't nobody want to see him debilitated, become disabled all for a fight, But if Errol Spence didn't move like he moved and made the choices he made and assassinated Bud's character and was the fuel to the fire, because he knew all he had to say is a little bit, and his fans was going to take over. They cake, my friend cake for him so much. And my friend listening, I say this with all due respect, even though you can't say nothing like this with all due respect. But I got to be honest, because I've seen you do this and I've done it. How many times have y'all seen men cake for women, make excuses for women when you know the woman should have known better? And they be like, nah, man, just she ain't know. Come on, man. And you be like, my 13-year-old daughter know better. What the fuck? Cake it for him. And what's your conclusion? He either fucking her or he wanna fuck her. That's how I'm looking at some of these Earl sexuals. That is my conclusion. You either fucking her or you wanna fuck her. This ain't got nothing to do with Earl. I ain't speaking from the Earl perspective. I'm speaking for some of his fans, because that's how y'all come off when y'all being so delusional. This dude just basically said, because this nigga Victor Content was guilty before, that means he still know how to do it. So that's therefore his program now is contaminated. He's cheating. Bud juicing. Even though he has no proof. He doesn't like Bud. Bud probably wouldn't like him. You've never met Bud. Never. Never talked to him, never shook his hand, nothing. But you know shit about a man you never, ever laid eyes on. All because Your precious Earl got his ass whipped. You either fucking him or you want to fuck him. Put the oil down. Like I said, with all due respect, respectfully. But you can't say that respectfully. I know men don't want to hear that, but that's how y'all sound. I would be remiss if I didn't say that's how y'all sound. Now, Errol Spence doing a whole lot of shit in his private life, ain't he? Y'all thinking I'm going to get in depth with the Mo3 and all that. I'm not. But y'all know, if you don't know, you don't know. I will recommend Miss MS. Lowdown. Oh, she on that. She on that case. Ratchet TV on that case. I look at stuff other than boxing on YouTube. And let me tell you, I'm like, you don't say what? Ooh, it's hot in them Texas streets. I won't talk about it, and I won't be specific or nothing like that, because why? I'm not from Texas. I don't know shit about that. I don't know half them people. I never even heard a Mo3 song until I started looking at some of the stuff that's been on YouTube. But if all that they saying is true, it makes sense to want to have a money grab. I don't blame them. You want that kind of never ending money for to have in your coffers for whatever may be or come up. You want that long money. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the money grab. But even if it won't nothing dealing with that, I don't blame him. Shit, it's a money grab. So I mean, I'm understanding him as an adult. He made his choice, and it's the money, you know. But there's nothing gonna happen in a couple of months to change the outcome, in my opinion. You know, so I say opinion. I ain't say a fact, but it's pretty much a fact. But I'm saying it's an opinion because he lost due to skills. Now that's a fact. That's the part that's a fact. He lost because of skills and nothing else. And I mean, realistically speaking, what's going to happen in a couple of months? He's still on suspension to the end of September. What is he going to be able to do? I think one of y'all said Derrick James is spreading himself thin. Derrick James better hope he don't have a nervous breakdown. He had Frank Martin in the beginning of July, Errol Spence at the end of July, AJ in August. Now he got somebody else this September. Look, I almost forgot Charlo. The end of September. Ryan Garcia is supposed to fight in October or November. And then EJ coming back. Now, how are you giving a full training camp with that kind of schedule? But you know, Derrick James don't like to delegate anything. He don't want nobody taking his shine. He don't want nobody grubbing hands on his charge. Dan Tan is in the building. What's poppin', King? Say Queen T, salute. PGA said, can we stop the name calling Spence sexual? Nah, PGH, I don't consider you a sexual. I mean, you have some moments, but nah, I don't. You good friend to the show. I don't consider you sexual, but there are sexuals out there. The reason why I say PGH, because if just like you typed that up, now put yourself in my shoes. Could I have typed that up to any of them bud hating channels, and they would have stopped? I'm a Libra. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm a Libra just like Bud. Y'all will balance my scales or I will make you. That's just how it is. And it's where I tell my family that you want a calm, cool, collected person, balance my scales. Keep my scales balanced. You want me to flip over desks and snap in this motherfucker? Be unfair. Unbalance my scales. If I could have wrote, I would stop PGH if I could write this same sentence like you just did, and they would have stopped. But it wasn't a tear I could have cried. It wasn't a sentence I could have did, wrote, or uttered, or anything that would have made them. It was nothing I could do. When I see the destruction or what they were trying to do to another black man for no reason, y'all didn't care if this nigga's career ended, if he fell off, or if he committed suicide. Like, some people can't take that kind of pressure. Y'all didn't give a damn. Y'all kept charging forward. You know, some people can't take it. And I'm gonna tell you about a Libra too. You can call us any name in the book. We'll shrug our shoulders. We'll turn the other cheek a lot of time. What you can never do is say something that's not true. Like, you can never. Don't call me a liar, because like I'll snap. Like I don't know why, but like things like that get to me, because I'm not a liar. But then I have to catch myself and be like, you ain't gonna convince this motherfucker. Fuck them. No matter what they say, just fuck them. Whatever. Don't call me a cheat, or don't put no jacket on me that I don't wear. Now, if you say, Miss T, you can't be lazy, I'll laugh with you. Miss T, you be procrastinating sometimes. Yeah, you caught me out. You found me out. Whatever it is, truly me, I can't do nothing but laugh and take it with a grain of salt. I just be like, all right, you got me. But something that ain't me, nah, you can't give me that. Dan Tan said, Queen T, salute. He said Shane Mosley was with Conte too. This had to be after. Because to my knowledge, he didn't do shit with boxers when he was knee deep in that shit. He worked with I ain't say he didn't do no combat sport people, but he mostly, what was it? Bodybuilders. Dan Tan said PGA's picked out federal time. Would you trust him if it was state time? Hey, I be worried about a nigga being institutionalized. I asked my brother that the other day. He started laughing. I said, nigga, I gotta ask. I gotta know. PGA's big dog said Dan Tan, federal, state, county time. That man is dirty, cheap. He doesn't belong in boxing. And Dan Dan Tan, PGAs can feel that way. It's okay to feel that way, because like I said, I don't even rub elbows with none of them. I don't. Now, like, while they serving their time or before, or if I could see that it's still in them, nah, don't come around me. But now, if they serve their time and they're turning over a new leaf, and they just so happen to work where I work, or they just so happen to work somewhere I frequent, I ain't gonna treat them wrong. I'm gonna treat them fairly and with courtesy. Now, do you get the invite to my house? Hell no. Me and you will never be friends. I can tell you that much. But we can be acquaintances, and I can be cordial to you, and I can treat you fair. Dan Tan said, copy. PJ said, I thought I just read that Boost is not with Snack anymore. I don't know about that, but the point is, Boost was with Snack. And that's the guy that everybody threw up to Terrence. Any man would do. And I'm like, I'm not mad at Boost for being on Snack. I'm not mad at him if he got off it. I don't care either way. If any of them get with Snack, I ain't on Snack. I ain't finna buy it. But I'm just saying, what you shouldn't do, or if it's not fair to do, is to put a jacket on somebody and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now, I'm not saying that to y'all, but if my boy listening, that's what I'm trying to say to you. You don't know what you're talking about. So when I offered him the challenge to come on the panel, and I said, look, I'll give you the floor. I won't say shit. Plead your case. Stomp your feet like the match. Make sure you got your receipts. Because Bud do like to sue. And you ain't got enough money to fuck with Bud. So you can believe that he got pennies on the dollar for fighting David Avenese. And if you want to, this ain't Bud's first 8-figure salary. And like I said, from what I'm hearing, them boys pulled in 20 to 30 million dollars. Like maybe Earl got 30 and maybe Terrence got 25 or maybe Terrence got 20. Whatever the case, they got some millions. So he got enough money to tie you up in court. Just make sure, that's what I told my friend, make sure you got your receipts. I said, and then we don't, that way you and I don't have to argue, because you damn right. If PGH, if you knew that somebody was cheating, I would want you to spill the beans on here. Dan Tan, if you knew, I would want y'all to spill the beans. Let the rest of us know. And I would give you the floor and be like, hey, take your time. You ain't going nowhere till you finish. Handle your business. Let the world know. Dude, my friend out there, he know who he is. He won't take the challenge. He won't take the challenge because he know he lying. If I knew something, like I knew it, and enough to where I'm going to tell people in the world that's what's going on, I'll say it. I'll say it. Like I feel I could say this. Terrence Crawford have sex like the week leading up to his fight with his wife, I'm assuming. But he had sex before a fight. I know he had sex before a fight. You know why I'm going to say it like that? Because the man said it. Now, who I'm going to believe? Who I'm going to believe? That's something he ain't got to lie about. He said it. So I can feel comfortable about saying, I know it. Terrence Crawford don't smoke or drink. We know this. I know this. I met him twice. He don't smoke or drink. I know this. What's in snack, I don't know. And for my friend Trevor, Manager Marty, and whoever else out there that want to be saying something is in snack, well, did you take it to a lab? You are the lab. Well, take a bag of snack and take their ass to court. Or if not, then shut the fuck up. Because you lying through your teeth. I've offered a challenge to my friends, so I'm offering it to anybody who's listening. If you want to come and prove the negative shit about Terrence Crawford, I will shut up, give you the floor, and let you go. Have receipts, though. Because I recommend that Bernie, that Bud sue you. I'll call Bernie up, and I ain't on no first name basis with Bernie, but I've called this show before. I got his number. If I don't call him, I'll text him. So I ain't trying to act like I'm in good with Bernie the boxer. No, I got his number through the show. He used his own number. But I'll text him and be like, yo, Bud needs to sue these people. He needs to sue them. And the punishment should be a flogging in public. a modern day flogging. Make that nigga stand up and tell the truth in front of everybody on speaker. That's what need to happen. Otherwise, don't be out here. I be trying to tell my friend, stop doing that shit. You know, my nigga way of saying it is, otherwise, shut the fuck up to lying ass. But my nice Miss T way, don't do that. Don't do that. When you know you ain't got proof of that. That's just how you feel. That's just how you feel. And why you can't say, you know what, I feel that nigga was using. There's no way he could have beat Earl. Say that. If that's how you feel. Because then that way your audience and the people listening to you can take you with a grain of salt. Instead of taking you like, man, you putting out real facts. And you lying like a motherfucker. Ridiculous. And then gonna say I act like the Trump supporters. Oh, nigga, you do. Again, why would you cake for this man? He didn't even ask you to. He not even saying it. You fucking him or you want to fuck him. That's my conclusion. PGA's Big Dog said, this is prize fighting queen. The goal is always secure the biggest bag. Yeah, that's true, PGH. That's why I say I ain't mad at him either way. But we done seen enough people, like, look at Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns is about my mama age. My mama go to the gym and work out twice, 2 or 3 times a week. Tommy Hearns, he got to have people around him to make sure he get around. Them punches and snuck up on. Who wants that? That's not living. It's not living. Some people be worse off. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have little kids. And that's the hardest and best job that you will ever have in your life is being a parent. There is no job harder than that. If you love your kids and you're really trying to help them, be a valuable and valuable member to society, and you in it to win it, you will find that is the hardest job. I'm gonna tell you, when they in school, like all the kids that went back to school, I feel for those parents that get off work and it's around that time, like they got to go get their kid from daycare, and then they bring them home. They either take them outside and burn all that energy off or whatever, and then you got to get in there and click some pots together, fix them a meal, put them in their high chair, put them in front of the TV, let them eat. They take forever to eat. Then you got to clean that shit. That shit be disgusting looking. Then you got to throw their ass in the tub. And then if you got girls, you got to do hair that night. Nigga, when I tell you that was my second job for years, oh my God. That shit was hard. I ain't did nothing in comparison. That shit put tears in my eyes. That shit was hard. I can't tell you why, but a lot of people say that. General Big Fish is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, T, Big Demon is in the building. Demon, I'm going to need you to reevaluate that second part of your name. I'm just, man. Fanager Farty, yeah. Andrew Charles is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said people accusing Bud of being a drug cheat, 8 hypocrites, because they lips are sealed on the fighters like Bumgarner, who actually piss hot. All right, I'm glad you mentioned that, girl. He said R. Okay. I don't know the situation with that. If I know that they said that they was redoing something, so I was sitting back here waiting. It's not that I'm caking for her, because I'll jump on the dude in a minute that pop hot. But she said they was waiting on something, so I'm gonna wait. But if you guilty, I feel for you like I feel for the other guys. Boxing there's no room in boxing for that shit. You wrong for that shit. I don't trust none of your accomplishments no more. You basically Canelo 2.5 at that point. And that's how I'm gonna feel about her. I mean, I like her. I don't dislike her. I don't hate Canelo. I don't like him in boxing. Big Fish, me and you eye to eye on this one when it comes to Canelo. But y'all remember how I had to give some constructive criticism with Clarissa Shields? Just what I thought was going to happen happens. I seen a lot of people chime in on it and everything. It's all to the good. Hold on. It's about my hair. Okay, let's see. At 9 a.m. Cool. What is Wednesday? Shit. Hold on. Oh, it's a 6. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Got my hair appointment. Yay. Yeah, I told you, I said, I try to sit back and be quiet. I did a whole show on it. I don't want to rehash everything. I think Clarissa is wrong. And some of her assessments is irritating. It's annoying. It's like when she starts speaking, I don't even listen no more. Uh, she kind of losing fans. Um, I ain't all the way out the door, but I'm probably like 75% out the door. And she probably be like, "Fuck you, I don't care." And I don't know how she feel. I ain't the only one to feel this way. Queens of the Rings, they feel this way. So many people chime in, and I actually saw a dude, two dudes, who got YouTube channels that was a bit more aggressive, and this is why I praise 78 TV Sports, because I say he handled it with class. Because sometimes you guys, when you guys start speaking on subjects, you really show your real colors. And women, we like elephants. We don't forget shit. This dude said, and he had passion when he said this, "I hope Keith Thurman knock her teeth to the back of her throat. She need to learn a lesson. She need to get this lesson. Y'all women." And he kept saying, "Y'all women. Y'all." I said, "Wait a minute, nigga. Wait a minute. Stop the press. Wait a minute. I didn't say I want to fight Keith Thurman, goddammit. She said that old nut shit. I don't know no other bitch said it but her. So where's this y'all? Y'all women gotta learn. You gotta teach this one, you gotta teach a lesson. Really, nigga? Lessons are violent? Tell me the lesson this nigga get in life where people laying hands on him because of an opinion that he got. I'll wait. Cause you ain't gonna tell me that y'all men worry about that. But you telling me as a woman I need to worry about, depending on my opinion, that I can get hands laid on me because I have an opinion? That's what Clarissa is doing. That's why I said what I said to her. And I mean, like I said a lot of stuff, but I knew it would come to this. And the dude said, "Y'all women, and this is why y'all gonna get some." One dude said, "You're gonna get some woman hurt." Now, I said the same thing. They can't get Clarissa. They gonna get the bitch next to her. Good Lord, God forbid I show up somewhere with some Jordans on. I might have to get a lesson taught to me. Shit. God forbid I put on a Washington Redskin jersey. I might have to get taught a lesson. I might have to get them paws put on me. I'm just saying, you guys got to be careful of y'all language. I don't know who this is for, but it's for some of y'all. But when he said those words, the two guys that I seen, and they got a YouTube channel, I said, yeah, they used to beating women. That's their MO. Now they got a rallying cry to go ahead and beat up a couple of women, and people gonna understand. And then when somebody said, "Why you do that?" Because these women need to stay in their place. They need to learn a lesson. Nigga, you can't teach me no lesson if I have an opinion. You can't change her opinion. All you can do is the same thing that we can do when we tell you. If a dude is running around saying some old nut shit, all you can do is do constructive criticism. Like, dude, do you know what you're saying? Do you realize you're saying this or whatever? Constructive criticism. That's all you can give Clarissa Shields. But this nigga said, y'all. I was like, so I'm on the chopping blocks? Nigga, I subscribe to Farrah Fawcett. Check my dental records. And if you don't know, then you don't know. You need to know. Ain't gonna be no putting the paws on me. Cause there's women who said we can fight on the front line. I promise you they ain't asked this bitch. Cause I would have never said that. And I did 20 years in the military. I promise you I would have never said that. I promise you they would have been putting me out if they was trying to hand me a gun and get on the front line. That's the whole reason I didn't join the fucking army in the first place. I joined the Navy. Call me a coward, call me what you want. You gonna call me a bitch that ain't on the front line. And even when I was getting out, they was offering me some kind of duty, and I ain't gonna say what it is. That's specifically for dudes, but they trying to introduce girls. I said no. You know, they have to ask in the beginning before they try to make it mandatory. I said, you better ask the next bitch. No. No. Give me all my woman privileges. Hell no. But I said that. I said all that talk that she was doing. Some girl gonna pay for it, Clarissa. Maybe not you. But some girl gonna pay for it because they gonna think that this is what all women think. And it actually sets people back. Because it comes down to a attachment of a man abusing a woman or laying his hands on her to prove a point, to make her submit. And we have been being beyond being submissive and shit. You know, and like I don't even be wanting to hear her opinion like it matters or nothing. Like, you know, I see people tiptoeing around talking to her and shit. I don't even be wanting to fucking hear. Well, what you think about this fight? Well, I think like you're a subject matter expert. Girl, please, bye. Like, it's irritating to me because you double down. So many people came out and tried to give you some little constructive criticism. You know, and I won't go hard in the paint on her. I don't think. But I said what needed to be said. A little bit more than the average dude would say, because I'm a woman. I should be able to say it. 78 did a beautiful job in what he had to say. Keith Thurman, I applaud you for ignoring her all this long time. Keep ignoring her. But then she turned around and doubled down. And now you hear these fools. You done let these ridiculous ass niggas out the bag, out the fucking woodwork with your rhetoric. You set shit back when you do that because you're not speaking in reality. Oh, by the way, let me recommend a movie. Y'all know I always bring my personal shit, the personal things that I'm doing in my life. Not personal, but just personal stuff that I'm doing. What is it on? It's on Paramount. If you got Paramount Plus, Lioness. Woo. Whoo. That goddamn, oh my God. It's like a series on Paramount Plus. And I know that they say MTV is the originator of that series, right? But they got Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman. They got a female in there that's playing the chief over the guys. Now, I typically, and it's about like being in the desert, you know, the Middle East type shit. They Marines or whatever, but they be on like these special ops. Now, I don't like looking at movies, unless they're like superhero type movies where you can let your fantasy run wild. But I don't like looking at movies where stuff is ridiculous. It's not logical. So like me looking at something and Zoe Saldana beating the dude up that's 250 pounds real easy, you know, I can't, you know what I'm saying? It has to make sense. And that's what I like about this movie, Lioness. These girls be kicking ass, but the guys too, and they work together as a cohesive team. And everybody's pulling their weight, but it's no ridiculousness. You know, when you look at somebody about to fight and you know this nigga gonna piece this bitch up, she gets pieced the fuck up. So, you know, but I love this goddamn show. I will tell y'all to go check it out. I watched one episode and I've been damn near binge watching. I like it. Lionesses, I never heard of it. But yeah, that's what's up. Hey, it's at this moment that I'm going to play my commercials. Y'all look at the screen, god damn it. Head over to AskMeT51.com. That's AskMeT51.com. It's scrolling across the bottom. Here's the second commercial. Yes, head over to AskMeT51.com. That's AskMeT51.com. Shop till you drop. I got a lot of good things over there. Creative tees. Go and get your tees. That's the name of my shirts. Tees. So go over there and get you some nice shirts or whatever. Like I said, head over to the digital shop till you drop. I got some nice gadgets over there for you and everything. So head on over there and have you a good time. Don't miss out. They could be good Christmas gifts. And most of my clothing are unisex. So anyway, back to what we was talking about with the boxing. Errol Spence, he doing this whole thing for a money grab, and we don't blame him. And if you're looking at these boxing streets and boxing news and all this hot shit going on in Texas, it's evidently clear even more like the stuff that's going on in his personal life. He need that long, never-ending money for whatever he about to have to deal with in the near future. So I don't blame him. I wish it could have been something better, more feasible for his health and more conducive to his health. I don't think Terrence Crawford should let up off him. Again, you guys got to pick your battles and pick how you want to do stuff. He's in the predicament that he's in because of the stuff that he chose. And he chose them not with a sincere heart, mind you. And nothing that Errol Spence was doing with his career in regards to other people, there was no sincerity there. You can ask anyone of Terrence Crawford opponents and ask them, was Errol Spence sincere to you? Was he a gentleman to you? Was he fair to you? And they'll tell you straight up, he was a dick to them. Look at what he said about him. And that's what he did. He did that to himself. Sorry. So that's on him. So he gonna have to deal with it. So that's why there will be no feeling sorry. And there was still, PGH, to your question, we would still call them sexuals because they are. They are Errol sexuals. We be like, put the oil down, because the delusion of it all is just on a heightened level that we never seen before. I won't call you one. I'll try not to call you one, but hopefully you try not to say nothing sexual. But anyway, y'all, look, I just came on just to talk about that, and that it looks like we got to fight, and I had to, because not that many few days ago, I don't know how many days ago, I think it was the 29th. I said, oh, well, he didn't activate his mandatory. Shit, I guess it ain't no fight. 30 days from July 29th was the 29th of August. And I was like, okay, I guess there's no fight. But, he did it in the midnight hour. It came through. And so Terrence, being a gracious host, he gonna let him have that. Now, to Al Money, who came through, who said he went from he went from 218 to 206. That's 12 pounds. He lost 12 pounds by just staying away from juice and pop, and he was drinking water. Just drinking water, he lost 12 pounds. Y'all men, y'all have that advantage because you have that good old testosterone. It's a muscle building hormone, and it's actually a fat burning hormone. And you have different subsidiaries of testosterone. So whenever y'all do anything, that's health or whatever, it happens real fast in your body. Women, we're designed to carry fat, so everything will be real slow with us. We gotta shock our bodies into some shit. So congratulations to Al Money. Keep on doing it. And if you ever missing juice, like I said, grab you some grapes or grab you some orange juice. Matter of fact, let me show you. Y'all need to get with the program. I'm telling y'all. I got an answer for everything, Shawty. I thought I had it up here. I know I saw it. Hold on. Ain't that about a bitch? I could have sworn I saw it. Did I delete it? I guess I deleted it. I just saw it up here the other day. But anyway, if you go to askme51.com, askmet51.com, askmet51.com. If you go there and look at the gadgets I have a juicer in there. It's worth every penny. It's worth every penny. Now, me personally, I don't like zest, or how you can scrape the skin off of some citrus fruits and eat it. I don't like that taste. But this juicer, you could throw the whole orange in there and juice that bitch. It has a faint taste of the zest because it just does. I didn't like it, so I poured that all out. But peel the skin. Oh my God, dude. It juices pretty quick. It juices very easy. I don't have to peel the skin off a lot of stuff. The instructions will tell you what to do, and use your common sense if you ever go get it. It is so worth it. I make my own orange juice. I make my own grape juice. And then I mix all that together. And I'll mix it with beets. I make beet juice. And I hate beets. Hate it with a passion. Like if you try to give me some beets, I might try to fight your ass. But If you juice it, it's sweet as fuck. So are carrots. I hate carrots too. I can only eat carrots when it's cooked real soft. One thing I won't do is celery. Um, I really don't like watermelon, but I like it if I've been like 3 days nothing but juice, then I can taste the sugar in watermelon. It's like my taste bud is dull when I eat processed food, but when you eat real food like for 2 or 3 days straight, it's like your taste buds get heightened. And then I'd be like, ooh, yeah, this watermelon be sucking in my cheeks like, this motherfucker is sweet. But if I'm eating processed food in any kind of way, um, like tonight, I'm drinking beet juice. So it's carrots, beets, a little bit of spinach, but I got grapes, I got berries, what they call it, the blueberries, and I got what you call it? Damn it, pineapple and oranges. Like every juice I make gonna have an orange in it and a grape. Just is. Um, and when you make the orange juice, I swear it's no different than if you buy it, but it tastes better. I promise you. My hand to God. I promise you that juicer that's in my digital store. I promise you. But I will be honest. You can get any juicer, but I'm telling you, depending on the level of the juicer you get, it's gonna be dependent on the taste of what you make. And you can't half step on the juicer. I don't. But that juicer I got that I found and I'm selling, that motherfucker good. That shit tastes better than store bought. I promise you. I ain't even gonna hold you on that one. Andrew Charles said Vegas is a lot stricter on clean boxing than Texas is. Probably why Spence had a harder time making weight this time around. Probably so. And guess what? His monkey ass going back to Vegas. So you better be sure if this is what he want. I'm telling you, Terrence, don't grow. Now that's a problem with Libras too. Sometimes we so damn humble it kills us. Don't grow no big heart. Remember, he is who he is. Next time I come out with Eminem song, I am whoever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Isn't that an Eminem song? Because these aerosexuals, they don't be believing, fat mean greasy. But they gonna find out. As far as Earl's personal life, I can tell y'all some of the shows to go to. Miss MS dot Lowdown, she own that shit. Ratchet TV, he own that shit. Yeah, and I'm not gonna get into it because it don't necessarily got to do with boxing. Only a little bit do because Errol Spence all up in that shit. So y'all can go check it out. Again, I'm not there. I don't know this man. So I ain't gonna put no jacket on him that I can't substantiate no kind of facts. But if what I hear is true, I can understand why he needs his money. And he needs it now. He needs that long, good money. And but even if that wasn't the case, why wouldn't he want that long, good money? Like shit. You got an opportunity because there's nobody else that he can fight that's gonna give him that opportunity. There is nobody else. Not at the present moment. So yeah. Just gotta hope for the best. Terrence, just make it worse this time so it can end quicker. That's all I can say. I wish he didn't go back to fight. I wish he took a rest, but he didn't want to. I can't want that more than he wanted. So, but that's all I have. Y'all know I'm gonna look. Let me see. It's one of them I couldn't. Is that it? No. Oh, I want to speak on this one. So if you can't see it, it said my social battery today. Social battery died and went to heaven. I'm crazy. I be trying to come up with some creative stuff. But anywho, here go my commercials again. Then I'm out in my Pamela James voice. Peace.